Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? I mean, what is this?
It's one of the hardest golf courses in Devon.
Well, I understand it's the hardest golf course in Devon, and you've picked it wisely, I would say.
Not do me.
Gold tees,
Your best mate's the pro here.
Championship tees, and your handicap is what?
5.7.
So 5.7, so between 5.3 and 6, but you get 7 strokes around here.
Yeah,
so that means you would get 3 on the front 9, 4 on the back 9. So we'll probably play the front 9.
Alright, that seems fair.
Is that fair?
It's your channel.
So, welcome to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the ladder series. Myself and Bernie, you're at the bottom of the ladder.
Battle of the bosses.
Battle of the bottoms. So Jordan is obviously top of the ladder as we speak. Bernie is at the bottom of the ladder. So in order to get on the ladder, you need to take on the bottom,
which is me.
The bottom feeder. So we've got me versus Bernie around the championship golf course here at Dartmouth.
Gold tees.
Gold tees, medal, but we're also going to share a buggy.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So the first hole at Dartmouth is 432 yard, par 4 stroke 8. Literally all the way down the left hand side runs out of bounds right the way to the actual green. On the right hand side there's a massive mound that sort of separates the first and the 9th hole, and then the green is quite nicely guarded by a load of bunkers. Good luck.
Play well.
Titleist 4.
Oh.
Alright.
Play well.
Play well.
Enjoy. I've got a Titleist 00 get up down with a black line on it.
Titleist 4 with red and black tops.
All this golf course is as challenging as any golf course can be. I mean, when it says it's a championship golf course, it is a proper championship golf course. This is as tough as it gets in golf. Absolute ripper. Don't want that one back.
Should be good, that.
Yeah, that's good. Bouncing down towards the cart path, so that's pretty good. But
need to be slightly down the left and get a better shot.
Yeah, it's one of those tee shots that you kind of, I always think you've got to get it as far down there as you can, because you don't want to be left with too much coming in for your second shot. However, there is, like Lester said earlier, out of bounds all the way down the left, so
it's a tricky
hugging the right.
Yeah, great shot. Perfect.
Go.
That's going to run, look at that.
Summer is still with us, Bernie.
I reckon that might be near my drive.
Like, some probably going to argue, or some would probably say that we shouldn't really be in the same buggy.
No, I was thinking that a minute ago, because we're supposed to not like each other and it's supposed to be a bit of needle, but
I'm more of a lover than a hater, and I always think it's just more about letting you golf do the talking, you know? I know there was a lot of, I don't know, aggro leading up to the big match early on, the first one out the gate with you and George, but
yeah,
I don't feel like to be fair, I have sprung it on you this morning that we're playing this match, so maybe then you haven't had time to give me a bit of grief, but
it's more of a case of I don't want to be on the bottom of this ladder for too long, because else I'll be playing everyone that enters the ladder and I just feel like I'm not going to move.
Big day for you today then? Big day.
Big day. Got 181, Jordan, into the wind, left hand rough, no shot here, 7 iron. Just because it's coming out of the rough. It's probably 6 iron distance into the wind, but I'm going to hit this because I'd rather be short than long.
That's a cracking shot, Bernie. Plenty of bat. Sit down. Yeah.
Take it. It's a little bit long, isn't it?
No, but you landed on a little bit of downslope there at the front. There's a bit of a kick forward off that.
Slight flyer, that was all, but I'll take that. It's on the green.
144, Jord. I've got 9 iron. It's into a slight bit of breeze. Where Bernie got a little bit of flyer, I'm not expecting to get too much of that. Pin's right on the front, so it's in the kind of little narrow part. So 9 iron, just smooth swing with that.
Strike. That's all over it. Stay there. Just drifting left. Sit.
Call it firm. The greens
still
are
firm, aren't they? Yeah, I thought they'd hold actually.
Yeah, you're right. I thought they would a little bit, but that is firm.
A little bit long, but not too bad. Should move a little left to right, but not loads, I don't think.
Big part, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be 40 foot, isn't it?
Easy.
Got broken more than I thought.
Good.
Gonna go now.
That's a great weight.
Yeah, perfect weight.
A lot more swing than I anticipated.
So the thing with Dartmouth and kind of like a lot of resort courses they're big greens, huge greens. So people like playing, when you play against like my brother around here, that can be a bit challenging because he's so good with his distance control. When you get your distance control out, I mean, like I'm half a club too far here really. If you get your distance control right, you can start to score well, but if you get a bit all over the place, you can start to have massive putts, which is where Bernie and I have been kind of left with on the first. I got it just out the left slightly.
Yep.
Looking at how much Bernie's moved.
Go.
A lot. Yeah, that's, I thought it was more downhill, wasn't it? You just don't want to do gifties, do you? You know, giving
No,
holes, just like giving holes away.
Up. Thank you.
Bit of a nervy start, wasn't it? It was a bit twitchy on the first green. You leave one about 4 foot, 5 foot short.
Right. Mind games already. Saboteur, isn't he? Is that what we call him?
Saboteur, yep.
Alright, I mean,
Doesn't matter who he's playing.
This should be right off, isn't it? Oh,
It went from left.
Nobody likes to see too much of that, you know.
No? You don't want to be at the bottom of this ladder though, Dan.
No, well, yeah, it's true. I don't.
That's the important bit.
No, you're right, George. I want to be playing against you next, don't I?
Absolutely.
Okay, second hole, 361 yard par 4, stroke index 18. Huge dog leg from right to left. So kind of what you're trying to do is almost feed something down to the middle, hitting it down there at maybe like 220, 230 off the tee, and then leaving yourself kind of around 120 in. Other option is to go over the top, so you could fire it across the top of here, but there is out of bounds that wraps all the way down the left hand side. So it's quite a dangerous shot, but just getting the drive into the right spot is really important. 5-iron for me, kind of taking it at the windmill in the distance and letting it draw back off there.
it's a great strike.
Bit like that, Dan.
Gotta be careful, there's a little bunker down the left. If it bounces, that should be past that.
Yeah.
Big left down.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
There's that bunker. You remember that bunker down there?
I can see it, I think it's fine.
Where are you?
Yeah.
It's not a dangerous bunker, but it's one of those ones that's like 120 out, 110 out. You have to clip it well to get it out of there.
Just want to be fractionally right of that if you can help it.
Yeah. That's like the tiger line, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you'll be alright.
Tiger iron line. Nice, that's perfect. Just slightly right of mine.
Should be alright.
Not quite as much curvature on that one. That's spot on. Bounce forward as well.
Yeah, I'm kicking right, which is good.
Perfect.
Should be middle of fairway. That bunker we were talking about, I just literally just right of that. So, I thought it was further left, but it's not. It's quite downhill, Jordan, 103 yards. So I'm going to play it like it's about 95. Ideally, want to land it on the dance floor.
Love it. Oh,
Sure. That was well up there. Hit it really soft.
78 yards to the front, 88 middle. This is 83 yards. I'd say it's the perfect spot, isn't it? Right in the middle of the fairway here. Probably a little, if anything, I would say possibly a little close for my liking, because it's run a lot, but 58 degrees. Try and see if I can nip it to stop it quickly. Nice. Go down. Fit. Bail. Come on down then. Not my best. Oh, a little disappointed with that one, George. Mine. Just been trying to work on like controlling the face a little bit more with my wedges, but if I get a bit anxious, I flick it with my hands a bit.
bit anxious today, are you?
Yeah, I definitely, feel it.
Playing a lifelong friend is
We've had, the thing is, we had so many matches as juniors, and then as we've kind of like moved on and beyond our junior game days, we kind of stopped playing matches against each other because we weren't in the same sort of run, you know. I went off to college, he would turn pro, then I turned pro, and he went back as an amateur, and it was just, and you don't play each other, do you? This is quite it's quite tight, isn't it? Downhill a little out the right. Got this.
Back.
Steady.
Straight back.
great.
Okay.
Got to finish over it.
Yeah, I'll tap that in. I like
Nothing's
gimmicks.
okay in this game, Dan.
I like a little gimme.
Give me free zone.
Unless we change the format.
No. Definitely not. No, definitely not.
A lot of turf to go over, but I'm going to putt it. A bit disappointed coming up short, but I don't want to be making 5 now. Got to commit to this one, definitely.
Yep.
Short again. Got to be positive with this. Got to be positive. Don't even care if it misses as long as it gets past the hole.
Well done. Good putt that, nice.
Cheers.
Very good.
Needed that at this stage.
Little sneaky ones,
I'm just aging, leaving myself them all the time.
Yeah, grey hair's coming through. Third hole, par 3, stroke index 14, off the gold tee, 173. This is a dangerous, dangerous hole, over water. It's all downhill, so you've got to factor that in, so it's probably playing about 10 yards downhill.
Not one easy hold on this.
No,
line, is there?
145 front, 167 middle, just where kind of like the pin is. So I'm playing it kind of around the sort of 155 to 160 mark. I've got 8 iron.
Cracking strike. It's a great shot.
Get on it.
It's all over it, Dan.
Yeah.
Brilliant shot.
8 irons a club. Isn't
Golf shot. Thoughts?
Yeah, I nailed that. What's quite nice, I've been down the range last couple of days, down there, well, once for a couple of hours. Been working on this more strengthening the club face on the way back. So just trying to control that shape, not too much draw. So that was quite nice.
Got the same, got 8 iron. Should be a good one, really. He landed it just past the hole.
That's nice as well, Bernie. Just trying to drift it from left to right.
Short, Dan.
There's a ridge just there. Yeah, you got to be careful, that little ridge there.
What?
It's held up though.
No, it's still going.
It's alright, I think.
Still moving.
That ridge is quite severe, so you get it spinning a little bit like his did there, and you get it fast greens, and it'll be right down to the front.
I would take that though, to be fair.
I think
just
that's a good
doesn't
shot
look
there.
so good after Dan's hit that shot, but it's on the green.
Yeah,
Need to 2-putt this really. Enough. I've left myself. I mean, the actual greens here are so big. You can hit a lot of greens and be faced with a lot of length of putts, which is what I've done on the first couple of holes. But I need a 2-putt here, and then I've got shots 4, 6, and 7. So maybe I can put a bit of pressure on him if I can stay within 1 or 2 of him. Cracks him from the left.
Lots of slope on this green.
Yeah, there's
Lots
like
of
a little
hills.
bit of, I don't know, leaf or something sticking out. I'm trying to get it going over that. Too straight. Get it go now. Wow.
Does go.
Pushed it. Pushed it.
One of golf's stinkers, as they call this pin, on a subtle little slope.
It's got to be 50 yards long, this green.
It's huge, yeah.
From front to back, narrow, just long.
Not downhill, just a smidge off the right. I've got it kind of right edge, but I'm just going to kind of die it down there and let it fall in the front door. Did it fell in the front side door?
That was a serious 2 on that one.
Yeah, that's a good 2.
Happy with it?
Yeah.
Added a bit of pressure to this one, isn't it? Don't want to be falling free behind.
The thing with this golf course is even though you can get a little bit from it, Bernie, it's just holding on now because the next hole is dangerous and it's a proper card wrecker. So it's just about sort of, accepting the scores at this point and then seeing what happens after the next 2 holes.
Taking a bit of confidence from the 1 putt in the last of them.
Nice.
Oh, I needed that.
Positive.
Well, you got past the hole. Both
Keeps me
times,
in it.
last 2 ones, last 2 putts.
The hole doesn't come to the ball, unfortunately. So this is literally probably the hardest par 5 in Devon, I'd say. It's 564 yards. It's as tight as you'll ever find. It sort of funnels up, so we've got a slight dog leg to start with from right to left, and then towards the green it actually left to right. We've got a water hazard that runs up the left hand side, and when you get towards the green it's a massive water feature, and on the right hand side is all out of bounds. Tough hole.
It's pretty easy then, Burns.
Yeah, a good 5 it is. Dan, how far is the tee back? I don't know if I need to take a spare ball up there. Oh, is it? Alright, I can walk back them.
You're right, George, that is getting tighter and tighter as the years go on.
Every time.
Out of bounds up the right as well as the left now, isn't it? Or water down the left.
Water down the left, yeah.
I got 5 wood.
Right, there's room in there, short of it.
Yeah, it kind of bounces in.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, it's fine.
I think it'd be
I
alright.
can see it. Got 4 iron. Just gonna try and find fairway, or just right a fairway ideally.
Shot hole.
Shot hole, yeah. Be a good 5, Jordan, today.
Oh yeah. Ball flight.
Not as long as you want to hit it, but you want to hit a bit further than that. But I'll take it. Oh, it's gone out still further than I thought. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Further you get down the hole, the actually easier the second shot is. So you've got to get it far enough past the cliff to actually be able to hit out the green.
All above your feet, working down. All shaping that way, everything shaping right to left.
Good luck.
Thanks. Could be water. Sit down. Gone.
Soft.
Hit the path. Water. That's water.
The only good thing is you can drop it up there.
Yeah.
It's coming from this side as well, so it's not.
I'd be out of bounds so much.
How you feeling?
It's given me a chance, hasn't he? I don't ever want to see anyone lose balls with it in the water. I'd rather win by playing better golf, but it's given me a chance. You're starting to run away with it too clear. So hopefully with a shot here, I play the hole half decently. I could be back level. This is where you've really got to focus on a spot. Don't worry about either side. Just focus on a spot and hit it at it. But you have got to start it almost on the out of bounds. Stop.
Okay.
Long way in though.
Thing with some holes, you've got to almost take the risk. You either take the risk off the tee, or then you leave yourself with more trouble to deal with then off the second shot. So you're actually like for me there, I've bailed out off the tee right to not go left almost, and not run out into the out of bounds. So I've bailed out a bit, but then I'm left with such a hard shot. I couldn't start it any further right than the way I started it, and then landing it on a slight down slope as well, all kicking in towards the hazard.
Originally that wasn't out of bounds, it was a sheer wall, so if you hit it up there, it did used to roll back down.
Yeah,
now
absolutely.
it's sort of overgrown, and they've popped some posts down, I guess because people are trying to go up that sort of side of the cliff.
Yeah.
It's a bit dangerous, but I mean, I've left myself quite a long shot here. Again, that actual rock face runs almost towards the green, and then if you miss it left, you're in the water.
Yeah.
Such a hard hole. I mean, it's not an easy shot on the hole. Playing it?
I can't play that, no. There's a lot of rocks and
I've got a new club.
a lot of danger and water.
Drop will be taken.
So dropping it in.
Pop it onto the path and then back off.
Yeah. Relief taken then. 160 yards now into wind. I've got 7 iron, only because I'm coming out of the rough a little bit. I might get a flyer. I don't want to go long with a 6. I'm in as much trouble here now as I was off the second shot. Just catch a bit of green, please. That's in the water up there. Hit the path. Landed on the green and got in the water.
Fly on it.
150 into the wind, but I'm going to hit 9 iron because I'd rather come up a fraction short, Jordan, than long.
Yeah. Definitely got.
So, I mean, if I was playing a medal, I might even pitch it out and leave myself another pitch on, but I mean, it's tricky, isn't it? I've got to start this over the out of bounds.
What's that?
It's not coming, is it? Don't know. Don't know if it came back.
DZ. Drop zone.
Oh no, drop zoning.
So you're playing 6 now then?
I'm playing 6. Bernie's played a great shot in there.
Absolute delight, wasn't it? We weren't sure if it came back, but it's actually spot on.
What I was saying earlier about this hole, it's so dangerous. Sit down, please. Big numbers. It's one of those where, like, I can't be that hard on myself because I've not really hit that bad a shot.
It's a hard hole.
I've gone a bit right off the tee, which has then left me a really tough one. I didn't hit a bad second shot. Took a bounce in the middle of the fairway and it's gone into the water. I've hit the green with this shot and it's still gone in the water. A little out of the right.
Treble, treble. Great putt.
That's the world's best 7, by the way.
Look at that.
Great part if penalty shoots
Hard
didn't
work,
exist, isn't it?
that.
You love and hate to see it at the same time, but
Oh, I'm glad because it didn't really deserve that, to be honest. But
no. You got this for 4?
4 net 3.
4 net 3.
Got a bit
Love
lucky because I didn't really see it come down. I couldn't see it. So should be a fraction at the left.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Now, what a, like that's a 4-shot spin right there.
Could have been 5.
But keep holding your breath because the next hole's just as hard.
So 162, stroke 16, par 3. Again, another tricky hole. That water that ran on the previous hole runs up the left-hand side here, so it's a big, big water hazard on the left. Anything sort of 15 yards left of the pins in the water. On the right-hand side, we're banked up, but I think there's a bunker over there as well, but it's very tight as well. It's another tricky par 3, which is today playing into the wind.
Scores on the doors then, everybody. So Bernie is level par after that lovely birdie at the last, which then puts him, he's got a shot, so he's now 1 under, so he's 1 under. I am, after that double I made, I'm 1 over. Went into that hole 1 under, finished 1 over. Which could have gone a lot worse, but I think you've got to be realistic as well when you play those holes. There's going to be some really dangerous holes, and I didn't hit what I feel bad shot, really. I struck them all really nicely, hit good swings on them. So you've got to be fair on yourself walking into the next putt. I could have walked down to that putt and got really angry with myself and you know, moved on, but there's just no point.
156, but it's into the wind. I just don't think a 9-iron, if I get it in the air, it's not getting there, so I've gone 8. It's going to grip down, just hit the normal swing.
Love that swing.
That's so good.
Not long enough, Dan.
No?
All over it.
Nope.
That's kicked forward
Fraction
though.
short.
Huh?
Fraction short. So I'll take it. Look at it, is it? Funky.
Yeah.
Just try, Bernie.
Oh, crikey.
What's your ankle?
Is that allowed?
Good eye down there. Good eye.
You can pop that in front of your head. Chronically challenged.
Why do you always wear a hat, Dan?
You've got 8 as well?
I've got 8 as well, yeah. It's a bit of breeze there now though, isn't it?
Draw a little, draw, keep coming.
Kick in a bit there.
It does try to, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's plenty of that.
Here it is.
Look there.
It's back of the green.
Hit the downslope, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's caught the back of the downslope. Just kicked it to the back. That's okay. We'll take it. It's dancing, which is always handy on this hole.
Bernie's has finished alright, Dan.
Yeah, he's nice. He's perfect there.
Couldn't quite see it around the corner, but
I've got quite a bit of swing on this because I've got a bit of a run off the edge of the green. Kind of, I've caught the downslope of it and got to the back of the green. So I've got to feed it off there and try not to let it get too far away from me. If I can get down in 2 from here, I'm kind of happy, really.
what a putt. What a putt.
Use the contours, Jordan. Use the contours.
Pick that up.
Exceptional.
Get up, move on. I'll get rid of mine. I'm happy with that 2-putt, to be fair.
I'm in sort of shooter territory here, aren't I?
Yeah, you're in
You're in the scene.
Dogland.
If you haven't seen the Dartmouth course vlog we've done around here, go watch it.
Definitely coming from the right. Don't think it's going to be particularly quick. I always take a 3 and get out, but it'd be nice to get the 2, wouldn't it?
Cracking. Oh, great putt.
Oh,
They're a nice speed, aren't they? They're like a speed you
They're
can be a bit more
They're not going to run away from you.
No, be a bit more aggressive with them, you know? Yeah. I think we'll take our 3s and run away from that situation.
It's the end of the part, isn't it?
Ending part 1.
Yep.
Scores on the doors.
Level par with shots of 1 under.
1 under, and I'm 1 over par with 0 shots, so I'm 1 over par.
Come back tomorrow to see the conclusion of the second ladder match and see who's going to be on the bottom and who's going to challenge Jordan next.